or close the door?
Well, hello. There's Lana. Hello, everybody. It's Mike here. I just want to welcome you back to Mr. Cast Iron and Weekends with Mr. Cast Iron. And we got a good guest with us tonight. We've been looking forward to interviewing. We got Lana with Pinch of Cooking. So how are you doing, Lana?
I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, you're welcome. Got Teresa here working with us. Is that not working?
No.
Okay. Give me just a second. We got some technical problems here. But I think we're going to be fine. There you go. There you are. You can see the comments. Can you see the comments up in the top
No,
right?
I actually don't know how to watch the here it says private chat comments. All right, let me see.
Yeah, there should be. You should be able to see the
Oh,
comments.
I see. We got Stephanie.
Yeah.
We got Jamie Mack, Daddy Dutch Barbecue. Hi, everyone.
Yeah, we sure do. There's Charlie popping in, Pickles Barbecue, and Mac with Small Town Texas Barbecue. Good to have everybody, folks. So
there's Mara. Hold on, that's Loki's fans.
All right, Mara Madden, Loki's fans. Good deal.
There you go.
Oh,
that must be Loki.
Oh.
How about that?
Hi, Mara. Hi, Gracie. That's the only face actually on my channel that you can see. The only one I show is my dog.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
You should show yours because you're beautiful.
Oh, thank you. You know, I stumble over my words so much. Even when I do voiceover, I cannot imagine how you guys do this live, just on tape. It's so much work. So props to anybody who does it in person.
Well, we really enjoy this. We really enjoy getting to know people, and that's why we do it. And we certainly want to introduce everybody, all of our guests to all the people in the chat room. And folks in the chat room, we just want to introduce you to Lana Pinch of Cooking. If you've not yet been to her channel, be sure and go check her channel out. I don't see our moderator, Stephen and Jacqueline, in here yet, but he'll be here before long.
There's John D.
John D's popped in, so good to have him.
That's my coworker. Hi.
All right.
See, I have a lot of fans.
Good deal. Got Stephen with Cooking with this guy with us. So good to have you all the way from Dublin, Ireland. So, they're starting to pop in. Here's another new one.
Hi, John. Hiking. That's I have a big fan, Doran. I think he's 11 years old.
Good deal.
Very nice.
Awesome. Welcome to the show. Glad to have you guys.
Hi, Anna.
Grumpy old Gringo's popping in, so good to see you, sir. So, good deal. Well, then there's Ian.
Hi,
Good.
Ian.
Yeah, are you familiar with Ian?
He just popped into my channel earlier, so I'm getting to know his channel as well. He has a nice garden going.
Yeah, he does. He sure does. He's growing some tomatoes. And
hi, Doran.
Doran. Good deal. So we just want to welcome everybody to our show, and thanks, Lana, again once for being on the show with us. And we'd just like to kind of talk to you a little bit about your channel. And but before we do that, do you mind kind of introducing yourself and tell us a little bit about you?
All right. So I'm Lana. I live in New Jersey. I have 2 kids, a dog, as you said, a husband. So I've been in New Jersey for about 10 years. I was born in Ukraine. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. So for those of you who listen to my accent, you could tell it's a little bit of Ukrainian, a little bit of Brooklyn. So lived in Brooklyn up until 10 years ago. When we had kids, we moved to New Jersey suburbs. Okay. So I've done, before COVID, we've done quite a bit of traveling, probably 20 to 30 countries.
Wow.
Most of it before kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's say the channel. Since I don't show my face, for those who watch intently, there's the whole family participates. So you can see my husband's hands, my kids' hands. Sometimes when the shots are really low, that's because my videographer is 4 feet tall. and some things are cut off. But and the channel originally, I didn't start it. My 11-year-old, when pandemic started, he learned how to use iMovies, and he wanted to start a YouTube channel. So he started filming like random things, and then somehow we got he's going to film my cooking because everybody loves my cooking, my friends, family. So the first 4 or 5 videos he did completely by himself on iMovies on my old phone.
Wow.
And then cool. I got really interested in it, so we learned how to use editing programs, and we got a little bit more high tech. But wow. This is a family show.
Well, that's awesome. Good deal. We're going to be sure and ask you a few questions about that here in just a little bit. Looks like I don't see Stephen and Jacqueline in here, but looks like Mac stepped up. He's going to be our moderator tonight. So, Mac, we appreciate you, buddy, down in Texas. A friend of ours here in town, Dana Smart's in the house. So good to have Miss Dana with us. And all right. Well, listen, how did you I guess let's talk a little bit about your channel, if you don't mind. So you say, how did you get started doing YouTube videos? How did you get started?
My 11-year-old son started this channel.
He just started it, and just started recording you cooking.
So yes, so he did the first 4 to 5, and you could see the ones that are grainy. They're all shot on my old phone. So he did a really good job. He did the words, he did the whole editing, he filmed them. Wow. Technically, he started the channel.
Do you mind if we pull your channel up and take a look at it?
Of course.
Okay, let me see if I can share my screen here, and we'll try to get you pulled up.
Oh, Karen is here. Hi, Karen.
Let's see here. Go full screen. So, all right. Wow. Well, you got a good banner there. That's a good picture. There's Loki right there.
There's Loki. There's our COVID puppy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool. Well, I noticed you don't have any subscribers you're showing there. So keeping that hidden, huh?
I'll tell you why. Because I was getting so much spam from the sub people. They were just killing my time. They would watch it for like 10 seconds. So I decided maybe if I take it down, I'll get a little more quality viewership.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not hiding it. So last I checked, I have 785 subscribers.
Good.
Wow, 785.
That's a lot more than I thought I would ever have.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing when you get to make it. And you guys, who's doing your thumbnails? Those are awesome.
I'm doing them with my iPhone.
Okay.
And I pop them into Canvas. You guys familiar with Canvas?
Yes. Oh yeah, use Canvas.
And it's kind of easy there to just pop it in and just adjust it a little to make it brighter. So the one trick I learned, like my thumbnails got a little better. I tried to take a picture with daylight, like muted daylight.
Right.
So I pop it by the window, and as long as there's no direct sunlight, it comes out pretty good. Because I don't know how to use like fancy cameras or anything.
Don't feel bad. I don't either. I use my iPhone to do my videos too.
Yeah, so. Everything is done on my iPhone.
Yeah. This is great.
Well, I'm going to pop into your About section here and see. It says, hi there and welcome to Pinch of Cooking. This channel is all about food. It is easy to prep and high on flavor. My cooking influence comes from all over the world. I was born in Ukraine, grew up in Brooklyn, New York, and traveled extensively around the world. We grow a lot of our own vegetables. That's interesting. Cool. And try to source our ingredients from local farmers and sustainable sources. My children have numerous allergies and food intolerance, so you will see a lot of recipes on this channel that are friendly to people who are gluten-free, dairy-free, and nut-free. If you ever need an ingredient substitution or food advice, just let me know, and I'd love to help. Cool. So the type of cooking then that you're doing, let me get out of this. Go back to the videos. Yeah, I want to look at her most popular. You know what your most popular video is?
Oh yeah, the hot chocolate bombs. Check a look at 54,000 views.
Wow.
Wow, right? People really love hot chocolate bombs.
Yeah, that's good. Cool. 38,000 on the next one, how to clean a stainless steel pan. I've been showing how to clean cast iron. Can you believe that?
Yeah, I got to use cast iron because of you.
Did you really?
Cool.
Well, I have cast iron. I have several cast iron pots, but because like it's annoying to clean them, I kind of don't use them in regular rotation. But after because I was doing it wrong before. I used to think that in order to season it, you have to go pop it in the oven. But when I saw you using that bacon grease and just putting it on top of the stove, that's so much easier and faster. And I always have bacon grease on hand, so
yeah. So you cook a lot of bacon too.
I put it. Of course. My kids love bacon.
Awesome. Who are we missing over here?
We got
Teresa?
some more in.
Eric is here.
I think
There's Stephanie, Ginger Snap Kitchen. I don't know why am I.
oh yeah, it's not moving.
Yeah, there we go.
No, it's
In the kitchen with Karen, our friend Karen out in the west coast of California. Mike Baker's in the house. A friend of mine from my hometown, Mr. Mike Baker, we interviewed last week, had a good time with. So good to see Mike. Little Eric's in the house. Are you familiar with Little Eric?
I just got to know him through your channel. I pumped over to his. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah, he's 5, maybe 6 by now, and he does some awesome cooking, and we really enjoy Little Eric. He's a lot of fun. So let's see. Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. There he is popping in. So good to see you, Stephen. Appreciate you, buddy, and all that you do.
Hi, Stephen.
Jamie Mack. Folks, you guys know the routine in the chat room. If you have any questions for Miss Lana, be sure and put some question marks in front of your question or put at Mr. Cast Iron, and that way we will be able to see the question pops up and
Hi,
get
Lisa.
that on the screen.
Lisa.
Lisa's always cooking. There's another friend of ours, so good to see her. Eric says he just turned 7, so little Eric's 7.
Happy birthday, Eric.
Yeah, no doubt. If I'd have known what day your birthday was, I'd have sung happy birthday to you. Hey, let's do it. Happy birthday.
No singing.
Okay, no singing. Sorry, Lana. They won't let me
singing is not my thing either. I can't carry a tune even if it has handles on it.
It's not Mike's thing either.
Well, it's all coming from the heart. So anyway. All right. Well, let's get back to the show here. I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I do that from time to time. So your channel basically now, would you describe it just primarily as a cooking channel? You don't do any other type of like travel vlogs or anything like that? Or is it just primarily cooking?
It's primary cooking, but that cleaning video, which has 38,000 views, makes me think maybe I should do more cleaning videos. People really seem to like that stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Awesome, cool.
Maybe I'll do a couple of gardening videos because we do have a pretty nice vegetable garden going.
Yeah. I remember that in the about section. Do you care to elaborate on that a little bit?
Oh yeah, my husband planted. What do we have? We have zucchinis. We have tomatoes, eggplants, every herb. We're gonna plant okra soon. Love okra. What else? We have peppers, jalapenos, all kinds of lettuces. We have an apple tree. We have
wow, apples.
What else? Horseradish. We have quite a bit. Half of the stuff I cook in my channel, I pluck from the garden.
Cool.
That's good.
That's cool.
We love it.
Yeah. Now, I noticed also in your about section, you mentioned that your children may have some food allergies or nut allergies. Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
So, we have quite a few allergies. So mostly with my younger son. So I really had to rethink my cooking approach in a lot of foods. So I tried, if recipe calls for nuts, I'll use pumpkin seeds instead. We're gluten-free, but how has Brooklyn influenced cooking for Ukrainian dishes? Pickled barbecue. Let's see, Brooklyn. Brooklyn is a melting pot of all cultures.
Yeah.
You could probably find every restaurant, every nationality, every cuisine ever. So growing up, we ate everything. Ukrainian food is a nice, homey food. My mom is a great cook. We do put sour cream on everything.
Sour cream?
The stereotype is true. But yeah, going back to the allergies, a lot of my recipes be like, why is she using that ingredient? Well, probably because somebody's allergic to it. But I try to structure so let's say I use a gluten-free flour, but all of my recipes are, you can use regular flour. They're not exclusively gluten-free. So like if you see a cake you like, just, use whatever you have in hand.
Okay.
My friend recently told me she uses like sunflower butter instead of peanut butter to make like no-bake cookies.
Yeah, that's good. I saw Trader Joe's has a nice sunflower butter.
Yeah, I'm going to try that to make for her son.
It's quite tasty too.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Cool. All right. Well, cool. I know most of us, I'm sure you're like the rest of us, you watch many videos on YouTube and other channels. Do you have a particular channel that may have influenced you in your cooking or no?
I love Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Oh.
Big fan. So I do watch a lot of the classics. I watch Martha. I watch Ina Garten. I watch some of the bigger ones. I watch all the little ones, like our friends. I've made quite a few things from our friends' channels. You interviewed the indoor Texas Drew. I made his hot sauce. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
There's a couple of others. Oh, I want to make. I saw something on Lisa's channel. I saw those garlic that she pickles them. I don't think they're called pickled garlics. Lisa, what are they called? But those look really, really yummy. I want to make that. I've never watched so many cooking videos as I do now, because I try to support all the friends. But you guys cook some really good stuff.
Yeah.
Everything looks so delicious.
Wow, cool. That makes me wonder on your recipes, how do you come up with your recipes, or how do you formulate your recipes? Is it something that you may have seen someone on YouTube make, or is it something that you grew up, or your mother or grandmother taught you how to cook, or something that you learned in Brooklyn, or just something that you decided to give a try or looked at a recipe?
So
recipe book. I'm sorry.
So I cook a lot. So most of the recipes are like my true and tried recipes that I've been cooking for like the last 15 years. Yeah. And I know for a fact they work. People love them. A couple of the new ones. So when I do borrow a recipe, so I tried it. Do you remember the feta cheese pasta was really popular? So I just, I put a link to the blog that it originally came from. But I try not to borrow too much from other channels. Obviously, I didn't come up with the concept for the chocolate bombs either. That was like a TikTok trend that my neighbor told me about.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those are incredible.
Yeah, because our friend Cam and Teresa Flour Eggs and Yeast. Are you familiar with their channel?
Yes, she made some fancy.
Yeah, she does.
Yes.
Hers are like a whole other level.
Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
Lisa said garlic confit. That's my next recipe, Lisa. I'm going to make. It's awesome.
That's the one she's talking about.
Yeah, Lisa, I'm glad you can see the chat room, because I may miss that. I get to looking at my questions and looking off, so I'm glad you caught that.
That's true. Right there, he said.
Too bad there's not a like button on some of these comments.
Yes.
I wasn't laughing at you earlier, Lana. I was laughing at Pickles.
You could laugh at me.
Pickles said he's allergic to nuts, the people, not the food, And I got you got to watch.
There's plenty of those on social media.
Yes.
There's
quite a few in this chat room. I'm just going to tell you. I hate to warn you, but there is some.
They're all good sports. Good sports.
Sounds like she knows a lot.
Yeah, it's really good. Oh yeah, she watches our show in the background. I understand, because
she's friends with so many.
Everybody's so nice. And supportive. Love it.
Well, you mentioned something earlier when I was asking you about your subscriber count. I know all of us get a thumbs down or a negative comment from time to time, but you were getting spammed for people trying to say like my channel or sub to me or whatever. Is that basically, you said, why you turned that portion of it off?
Because I would post a video and then all of a sudden I see my watch rate drop to like 10%, and all of these people is like, awesome video, love your cooking, visit my channel.
And by some of the comments they make, or at least I do on some of mine, good and well they never even watched your video, because you may have answered a question in that video, and it's like, just watch it. You didn't even watch the video. What's the video?
No, not at all.
But yeah, but for the most part, I mean, how has everyone treated you at YouTube and your channel?
I think as a cooking community, we're pretty shielded from the negative social media comments and negative people. So very few negative comments. For the most part, very supportive. And I have like two sets of people watching my channel. There's the supportive YouTube community, like your channel, all our friends. And I also have lately people who actually cook my recipes. So I have this super nice family from UK that has literally cooked every single recipe on my channel.
Wow,
and,
cool.
And so that makes me happy.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
Like people are cooking and loving my foods. It's like, what could be better?
Yeah. Well, it just went downhill. I hate to tell you this, Lana, but Patty Joe Cooking, I don't know if you're familiar with him. Patrick popped in. Oh, you got to check Patrick's channel out. He's a nut. He's from down in Melbourne, Australia. He's a good friend of ours. Patrick, we're just teasing you, buddy, but we appreciate you being here. So where's his? There he is right there. Okay. All right. Okay, guys, once again, like I said, if you've not yet been over to Lana's channel, Pinch of Cooking, be sure and check her out. Go watch her videos. Give her a thumbs up. Leave her a comment. Tell her you've seen her on Mr. Cast Iron's channel, and I know she'll appreciate that. And if you've not yet subscribed, be sure and hit the subscribe button.
Oh, yeah.
And, certainly also, too, guys.
Back.
Yeah, that's right.
I support everybody.
If you've not yet hit the thumbs up button on this video, we'd appreciate it if you would. It helps us, and we appreciate that. But anyway, once again, guys, just as a reminder, if you have questions for Lana, be sure and pop those in the chat room here, and we'll try to get them up on the screen. Talking about food channels, your favorite, you told us about those, but do you have any non-food channels that you find yourself watching on YouTube from taking up your time?
Not too many. Too many. Maybe if I need to learn a skill, because I'm big into crafts. So like if I'm learning a certain craft, I'll watch tutorials. Okay. Lately, I've been trying to learn more about my editing program. So I watch, tutorials on that. Okay. So it's mostly how-to, which leads me to we should do more how-tos, because that's what really people want to watch. Recipes are nice, but people want to learn something they don't know before.
That's correct. That is correct. If you can answer a question for someone, it gets a lot of attention. It really does. That
chocolate bomb video, the reason it did so well is because I answered a question: how do you make them without the silicone mold?
Right.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
And people really took up for it, because when it became popular, the molds were sold out.
Yes.
Yes. So people flocked, and I was, I think, the first one in the world to post how to do this without the silicone mold.
Wow. Oh, wow.
And that's why the views trickled in. Unfortunately, the trend died out too soon, so I didn't really, make it too far with it. But it was nice to see the views and the positive comments trickling in.
Yeah. And that was a regular video. That wasn't a short, was it?
No, that was a regular. The cleaning the stainless steel pot cleaning video, that was a short. Yeah. And that was quite striking. I posted it, and then overnight I got 34,000 views and 100 subscribers. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
That's great.
People really like to see people clean.
Yeah. Shorts are amazing. I did a little one, and Teresa was having some health issues at the time, and we went to a follow-up to her doctor, and I was sitting there, we were eating breakfast that morning, and I just kept looking at it. I mean, it was jumping from 5,000 to 10,000, 11,000. I kept showing her 20,000. She said, I cannot believe that's a stupid little 50-second video. I can't believe people are doing it. It's
quite exciting. It's kind of a roller coaster ride, and it comes to an end, but it's to see those kind of views coming in is quite a shock.
Well, you got a secret. That's not a secret admirer anymore. So little Eric says,
Eric, you're pretty cute too. And sweet for saying that.
Yeah, he's a good one. I love him.
We have quite a few kids watching right now.
That's great.
I'm very popular in the 8 to 12-year-old range.
Yeah,
that's good.
Well, now you had mentioned that your son originally started this channel. Is he doing some cooking too?
Not so so much lately, but sometimes they both know how to, I have two sons, 10 and 12, and they both know how to make pancakes, simple things. They're both good eaters, which helps.
I'm a pretty good eater too.
Yes,
Would
you
you say?
are.
Okay.
I think most of our, cooking YouTubers, that's how we got here. We're good eaters.
Are they
Good
still
eaters.
making? You may have asked this. Are they still making videos? Like
Not as much. They do help me film, like let's say if I have, like I just need somebody to do like a little overhead or on the side when I'm making something, they will help out.
yeah.
My husband has helped out. My husband has, like, his hands appeared in the video quite a few times.
Yeah. Who does your recording for you? Or
The
I know you
iPhone.
meant. No, I mean, does your son?
Sometimes I have live help. My nephew joined in once. A lot of times I have just like a little tripod that I set up on the counter and do overhead.
Yeah, cool. Mike Baker said, I agree. How-tos do really well. Plus, it's fun to help others overcome a challenge.
That's right.
That's right. It sure is fun to help people. Samantha Lewis looks like she popped in, another friend of ours. So good to have Samantha tonight. Let's see here. Dad's Dishes has popped in too. So good to have all you guys with us.
Oh, hi, Dad's Dishes.
Bistro Cooking. I missed
that's
that.
Elvira. That's another really nice small channel. Hi, Elvira. Thanks for support.
Yeah, thank you for popping in here. You're always welcome over here, so we certainly appreciate you.
Tell them how we leave it up, and we'll go back and.
Oh
look.
yeah, I might as well do that real quick too. When I record a live video like this, I leave the live chat up to where once the show is over, YouTube takes anywhere from 1 to 12 hours to render the video. And once it's completely rendered, you can come back to this and watch the replay, and you'll see the live chat button, and you're able to come in here and see everyone in the chat room. And if you're not familiar with any of the channels, you can look at their channel and go check them out.
There's someone.
Dora.
My favorite.
You're my favorite cooking
thank you.
YouTuber. Yeah.
Thank you, Dora. That's really sweet.
Yeah, good deal.
Doran actually cooked a few recipes from my channel. He's one of my younger viewer fans.
That's
Cool.
good.
Cool. So we talked a little bit about shorts a minute ago. I really didn't dive into it and delve into it too much, but are your shorts doing okay?
So I haven't done it in a while. Like the last 2 months, I've been so busy with the kids and their spring sports. So like my channel kind of slowed down. Now, like I'll have more time during the weekends to put more together. I just filmed how to clean the stovetop. I figure I might as well try the cleaning one again.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall they get at least 500 to 1,000 views, 500 to 1,000 views, which is it's pretty good for my channel.
Yeah.
And the one that I did with the how to clean stainless steel pot, that one is still trickling in because originally I got 34,000 views, but now it's at 38,000 views. People are still watching it.
Yeah.
That's great.
Cool.
What was?
I'm telling you, we all need to come up with how-tos. Like, what do people want? Like, what do they want to learn?
Yeah.
Yeah,
right.
that's what I when I'm Googling something and I say
Right?
how do I do this?
How to cook this? How to fry this? How to clean this? Like how? So we have to like brainstorm and see what do people want.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna.
Bistro Cooking. You're one of my favorite cooking channels. Oh, thank you. People are so nice. Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'm going to hit you with a little bit of technical stuff. I know you said earlier to me in the background before we started that you wasn't real techie, so introduce me to your husband, Steve. So
Yes.
is he the one that basically does the editing, or who does the editing of your videos?
So now so it used to be my son. Now and then we started with iMovies. iMovies, that's what it is. I never figured out how to use that because like I just can't deal with that small on the phone, editing. So we moved over to the laptop. I have Windows, so we use Windows Editor for like a couple of videos. And then I took a deep dive and I learned how to use DaVinci Resolve, which is a free editing program. But it's a little overwhelming. Like when you open it up, it looks like one of those big professional with lots of tabs and lots of things going on. But once you actually get over that learning curve of how to use it, it's really, really good. because it lets you correct color, correct, like let's say I have a dirty spoon in the corner of my video. I could enlarge it, just make it smaller. I could move it up, down. And last week I learned how to actually do voiceovers directly into DaVinci, which is like a huge, big step for me. I had to watch a tutorial on that. And my son, he helped me. We saw on Facebook in one of the cooking groups how to glue foam pads to a tripod to do like a kind of sound wall.
Toning the sound down.
So we used our hot glue gun and we tape the foam pads. And the last video, the one I just released yesterday, that's the one with the new voice setup, and it's really good.
Yeah,
It's good.
cool.
Because before that, I used to sit under a blanket with my iPhone recording the voice.
Yeah. Yeah, you were talking about indoor Texan earlier, that you made one of his recipes. He talked about going in the closet and doing his voiceovers.
If I had a walk-in closet, I would try that too. But I can't exactly sit between the shelves.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. Awesome.
What was this question?
Steven says, and normally we ask this a little bit later on, but we're going to hit it. Is it okay to put pineapple on pizza?
I've never tried pineapple on pizza, but I love cooked pineapple. I've had grilled pineapple. I've had the Malaysian rice and pineapple. So if it tastes good with curry, probably tastes good on pizza too. So I'm going to go with yes. Let's put pineapple on the pizza.
Yeah, pineapple and Canadian bacon. That's pretty good.
I had it yesterday.
Yeah, she had it
There
yesterday.
you go. Canadian bacon is great on anything.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's see. What else did I miss here? Looks like Craig from Behind the Garage Barbecues popped in. He's another one of our moderators. So good to see Craig. And
Hi, Craig.
Are you familiar with his channel?
No, but I'm going to go check it out after this.
Oh, wow. He's got some pretty awesome videos. Sure does. Cooking with Stephen and Jacqueline. He's our moderator down in Trinidad and Tobago. He's got some pretty awesome videos also. Guys, once again, if you've not yet been over to Lana's channel, be sure and go check out Pinch of Cooking and watch her videos. Give her a thumbs up. Be sure and leave her a comment. Tell her you've seen her on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. And be sure and hit that subscribe button if you like what she's doing over there. And I know she'll certainly appreciate that. What is it? Okay.
I've done closet restaurant. God. Yeah, we got to get creative to make this work. None of us have professional studios at home.
Yeah. Mac's cool. He does a lot of reviews for like Texas barbecue joints and different burger joints and different things like that. So
the barbecue channels look so delicious. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Mike said my wife did a spiced rum pineapple grilled dessert yesterday, and it was delicious.
I've had that too. It's incredible. Incredible.
Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Let me get back to some of my questions here. What was one of the videos in your library that you had the most fun recording?
Fun? I guess that the chocolate bumps were kind of fun to make because they're more of a novelty. There were a few. I do like making desserts just because there's always a playful part to them. You get to use chocolate, sugar, make cookies. Those are fun.
What was one of the videos that you had the most trouble recording?
It wasn't so much recording. It was when I was learning how to use DaVinci Resolve. And the first one, I have a video. And I made so many mistakes and it wasn't working for me. I had a rolled meatloaf. The recipe itself was easy. You roll it with spinach and mushrooms inside. It's pretty tasty. But the video, it just kept crashing and I was playing with colors, and you're not supposed to play with colors too much because it makes it look fake. So you can see that video is pretty choppy, but it's a learning experience.
Right. Yeah.
We were really impressed with her videos.
Oh, yeah. I've watched a bunch of your videos.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, Mike was showing me. He said, she's just so impressive.
Yeah, I was impressed. Yeah.
They're all very easy. If you actually try to make them, they're super easy. Just slap a couple things together and you get a really good dish.
Yeah, cool. Now, you mentioned one of the videos that you had fun doing. But out of all of your videos, which one is your favorite?
Man. I think taste-wise, I really like. So I made a ribeye steak on a cast iron with
Hey.
with a compound butter with garlic and herbs.
We
Oh
saw
man, that
that,
is so
didn't we?
good, so good. That butter, I could just eat that on with a spoon.
We've got to do that butter. Yes.
That butter
Yeah.
is insanely delicious.
Yeah.
Just
It looked good. We
Well, I'll
saw
tell
that.
you one that I watched that I would really like to try, and that's the one with the leg of lamb.
oh man,
You talked about.
that's a good one. That's a good one too. Just I did the only thing I would fix of that is marinate it overnight instead of 6 hours. You really want the pomegranate to marinate it really well.
Yeah.
No baked chocolate tart.
Stephen, cooking with this guy, says, I just saw Lana's no bake chocolate tart. It's so amazing. Looks nicely done.
Thank you. It's a good one. It's super easy, but like the flavors are just perfect. I mean, how can you go wrong with cookies and chocolate in
Yeah,
dessert?
really. Craig says Charlie's having a little trouble editing his videos. Charlie's not making videos anymore for some reason, so we all got to give Charlie a hard time. He, I guess he's forgot how to punch the record button. I don't know.
Y'all leave Charlie alone.
Oh, Charlie can handle it. So, all right. Well, I tell you what. Do you? I know you add music to some of your videos. I'm listening to some. How do you prefer to add music to your videos, and do you think it helps or hurts?
I don't know if it helps or hurts, but I do like having like quiet music in the background. It just makes the video flow nicer, especially like if you're quiet on some part and showing cooking.
Yeah,
it's still going. The music adds a nice flow.
Yeah.
So I used the program. So I did pay for TubeBuddy for a year. You know how they give you the promotion when you're a small YouTuber.
Yeah.
So it came with Audio Hero. So I get my music from there.
Okay, cool.
What was it called?
Audio Hero.
Audio Hero.
Yeah.
But I might, since my 1 year is expiring, I might try another service. I saw a couple of other good ones.
Epidemic Sound is pretty good.
I've heard that.
Yeah, yeah.
But I do like, it's kind of fun picking out music. Seeing like, what goes with a chocolate tart?
Yeah. Well, let's talk a little bit about cooking and equipment. What's one of your favorite pieces of cooking equipment that you like to use?
My KitchenAid mixer. That thing has more miles than my car.
That's good.
It's 20 years old. I mean, like my husband did have to take it apart a couple of times to oil the rigs inside. That's what people don't know. Like this thing will live for like 100 years if you take care of it.
Yeah.
So I use it all the time. When I used to bake bread, I would use it to knead the dough, to whip the egg whites, the egg yolks. Like it's just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's cool. Do you have what piece of equipment do you not have that you would like to have?
I've seen a lot of you guys use air fryers and it looks so good. I just saw Karen the other day posting these zucchini bites. Oh my God, that looked so delicious. So
I gotta find that one.
do you guys have air fryer?
Do we ever?
Oh, that's right. You did say that. You do. You do.
Yeah, we've got two. Do you know the story on that?
I feel like I do. You've said something last show about them, didn't you?
Yeah, that's our friends here in the chat room. They Teresa didn't have one, so they kept picking on me about getting Teresa an air fryer. And so I ordered her one, and then one of our friends here in the chat room felt sorry for her, so he ordered one and had it mailed to us. So
that's so nice.
Yeah. I won't mention any names, but he's on the screen here. So, but anyway, yeah, we actually, or Teresa actually owns 2 air fryers now. So, but yeah, we're using it. We're not making any videos about it yet, but we have been using it, and she made some. What was that? Salmon.
Salmon.
Oh man, that was just killer. I mean, it was
really
good. So if you don't have one, you're gonna have to talk to Steve. Hey, Steve, I know you can hear me in the background. You know,
he's watching.
So maybe you can get you a new air fryer. But
let's see, what is that? I can't do the air fryer. It takes up too much counter space. That's one of my concerns too.
That is true.
Yeah. Charlie says, what are 2 tastes that she didn't think would work together but does?
Wow.
Ooh. I do like pairing the sweet and savory together. I don't know. I mix so many things up. there's like no foods that I will not try to put together.
Yeah. Wendy's
That's a
popped
good-
in. Simply
Hi,
Wendy.
Wendy. Hi,
So
Wendy.
Good to have Wendy. We're going to be interviewing her pretty soon coming up.
I like Wendy's channel. It's really nice.
Patrick Troublemaker says my second channel is going to be called Mr. Air Fryer.
Oh,
See, Lana, with friends like these, you don't need any enemies. I mean, you just really don't. But that's funny right there. Okay, well, what's one of your favorite things to cook?
ooh. I do like, breakfasty things like pancakes, waffles, French toast. It's like quick satisfaction. You whip it up, you fry it, and then you have delicious things right away.
Yeah.
So those always make me happy.
Yeah. So if I was to ask you which is your favorite breakfast, lunch, or dinner, you'd probably say breakfast, huh?
Hands down. I mean, like it's perfect. You get your savory breakfast. You get your eggs. You have your, like the biscuits. Then you have your sweets. You have it's like dessert, dinner, and lunch all rolled into one.
Yes.
You could have your bagels with lox. I mean, so you just can't go wrong with breakfast.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So would you rather cook at home or go out and eat?
I like both.
Yeah.
There's a point to going to a nice restaurant and enjoying well-prepared food by a chef.
Yeah.
My kids, they love Japanese food, so we order quite a bit of, sushi and.
Oh, yeah.
We actually have a couple chefs in the house here. Jamie Mack's a chef.
Yeah.
And who else is in here? I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember. I thought I seen somebody else.
Here you go.
Mike Baker says, I would love to see a pinch of cooking and behind the garage barbecue pair up on a video. They both have amazing recipes. Yeah. That's true, Mike. Awesome. Do you like junk food?
Some.
What's your favorite junk food?
I do like the crispy things, chips and the pretzels. I don't know, just whatever the kids are eating. I'll have some. Chicken nuggets. We love chicken nuggets.
What's their main go-to when they say, "Mom, cook this, make this for me"? What is it they normally scream for? Chicken nuggets.
They do. Chicken nuggets is on our regular rotation.
Yeah.
We rotate pizza, chicken nuggets, pancakes.
Yeah, I've seen some of those pancakes. I forget what it was. Blueberry. Let's see, banana
and blueberry.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome looking.
Those are good. But the good thing, they're both gluten free, but there's just such good substitutes right now in the stores for all the foods, so it's not even an issue. Like, you want gluten free chicken nuggets? Here you go. Pizza crust? Here you go.
Yeah.
Anything you want.
Can you? I'm kind of putting you on the spot here, and I hope. Can you explain to us what gluten free actually means?
So gluten is a protein that's usually found in wheat. So your regular breads are made out of white flour; those will have. And there's a couple of other flours like rye, barley. They also have gluten. So a lot of people are either allergic or have gluten intolerance, because gluten for some people is highly inflammatory. So a lot of people who have stomach aches, they go finally check it out. They're like, oh, I have gluten intolerance. They cut it out, and all of a sudden they feel great. But not everybody. Most people can usually tolerate the gluten.
Yeah.
So both of my kids have gluten intolerance. So they're not allergic. So they can eat it from time to time, but they don't have it on a regular basis.
Yeah. So obviously that changed your direction in cooking as a mom, didn't it?
I mean, overall, I'm from Ukraine. We eat, dairy, wheat, potatoes, that's like the mainstream. So when my son was born with all allergies to wheat, to dairy, to eggs, I'm like, what am I going to cook? So I had to rethink the whole cooking concept.
Yeah.
But as it turned out, you could cook plenty of things. You just, you just have to go for the clean products, cook from scratch. Because when you buy the pre-made stuff, it usually has a lot of things that, soy and all kinds of additives that don't really work for my kids. So if you just start with clean ingredients, like potatoes, rice, add a couple of spices in, you get the good food that's not that's free of allergens.
Yeah. How has that affected you, not just in having to change the way you cook, but how has it affected you personally?
I think that was actually a blessing in disguise because I had to step out of my usual, potatoes and meat bracket and discover new foods like quinoa and all these alternative flours, alternative products. Like I actually went to stores and browsed the shelves, like what can we eat? What can I cook with? And I'm one of these people, like, I don't back away from a challenge. I'm like, I'll figure out how to cook this and I'll make it better than the original.
There you go. That's right. Absolutely. Cool.
So it was kind of, it stopped me in my tracks in the beginning, but then like it actually ended up opening us up to more different types of foods.
Yeah. Looks like we got Steve Briskin in the house.
That's husband.
Yeah.
Shrimp tempura.
That's his favorite go-to.
I know that's my son. That's what my son orders in in Japanese restaurants all the time. So that's him typing. I forgot to say what we order for him. Shrimp tempura.
That's what it is.
So you guys order Chinese food or takeout?
Japanese a lot.
Japanese?
What she said.
Shrimp tempura.
Okay.
The kids love that.
Cool. I like Chinese food.
Yes, you do. I made lentils this week.
Yeah.
Lentils are yummy.
Yeah.
First time I'd ever made them, ever had them.
Oh, try. I have a good lentil soup on my channel. It's pretty.
That's
easy.
what I'm wanting to do next. So
it's good. It's good. You just use some spicy sausage, lentils, and you have a nice soup.
It was good.
You'll have to
I'm going to try
that.
that.
You'll have to go check that out. Awesome. So now let's talk a little bit about ice cream. Are you an ice cream fan?
Of course. Of course.
Yeah. What's your favorite ice cream?
I go back and forth. I do like different flavors, but I really love salted caramel. It has that, I really like the combination of the sweet and savory, and that one just hits the spot. So good. And a lot of brands now carry that flavor too.
Several there.
Simply Wendy says eating clean whole foods is the way to go.
Yeah, we definitely visit that store quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Stephen and Jacqueline says I love salads. Just saying, LOL. Awesome. Mike Baker's got to run. Mike, good to see you, buddy. Take care, man, and keep that smoker going.
Question.
Dad's Dishes says, Lana, have you used teff flour?
Yes. And my husband, he makes these the same injera pancakes that Dad's Dishes made on his channel. So it is quite tasty. It has like a nice savory taste to it, like rye bread, kind of.
Yeah. I'm going to have to pop Teresa back in here. So give me just a second. Okay. There we go. Awesome. All right. Wow. So how about steaks? Are you a big steak fan?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite cut of meat?
So we get once a year, we buy like a half a share of cow from a local farm.
Yeah.
So we have every cut in our deep freezer that you can think of.
Cool.
That's great.
And they're all pretty good. And we do them differently. We pan fry them. We put them on the grill. My husband has been he's the grill master in the family. So he's been doing the sous vide, that thing where, and then pops them on the grill. They're pretty good.
Yeah. The Dude's Kitchen and Grill, Mike popped in. He says, hello,
Mike.
everyone, but Patrick. So he doesn't want to say hi to Patrick. So, oh, mercy. What a group in here, right? So, how about pork chops, pork steaks, anything like that? Are you, you a fan of those?
Yes, although I've never heard a pork steak term until I visited your channel.
Yeah.
We call them pork chops.
Well, the pork steak actually comes from the Boston butt. And that's really not the butt portion. It's a shoulder. And that's what most of the barbecue guys that are in here, the channels that you see in here, they will smoke a Boston butt. Well, in order to get a pork steak, you take probably a 5 pound, 3 to 5 pound, maybe bigger pork butt, Boston butt, and have your butcher cut it into whatever size thickness of a pork steak you want. And so it's bone in, it has bone to it. Typically, I do a 1-inch pork steak. So I'll take, and Teresa's brother's our butcher here in town at the grocery store. So I'll just have James.
That helps.
Oh, yeah, that helps.
That's a nice connection to have.
Yeah. So we just take a whole Boston butt, and I'll have James cut it up into 1-inch strips, and so I'll have steaks I can put on the grill or whatever, or cook them in a Dutch oven or whatever I want to cook them in. But let's see, Mac, small town Texas barbecue. He could tell us a little bit about pork steaks. Okay. Well, cool. How about hot dogs? Is hot dogs considered a sandwich?
I thought about it. I think we're gonna have to go with it is a sandwich.
It is.
It's meat. It's a meat. It's bread. You gotta call it a sandwich.
Yeah,
that's right.
How do you like to dress up your hot dogs?
I usually do ketchup.
Ketchup, really?
Yes. I love ketchup in the hot dog.
Okay. I'm a big
unless it's
mustard
like one of those like big breadwurst sausages, then I'll go with some mustard on that.
Yeah. Do you cook bratwurst?
Oh yeah. We love sausage.
You mentioned earlier about spicy sausage in the lentils. What kind of sausage do you typically use in that?
So either chorizo or andouille sausage. They're both really good.
Yeah.
Depending what they have at the store.
Yeah. Some of that, some of that's kind of leans towards Cajun cuisine. Andouille sausage.
Oh yeah, the jambalaya.
Oh yeah.
I can eat a pot of that.
Can you really? You like jambalaya? Huh? Oh, yeah. You guys have any Cajun restaurants up in your area?
Maybe we probably do, because so where I'm in New Jersey, we're close to New York, so we do have a nice mixture restaurant. But we did me and my husband, we went to New Orleans a couple of years ago. Oh, yeah. Now we had some good Cajun food there.
Yeah.
Yes, great food.
So I don't think any Northeast restaurants can top the New Orleans food. It's just not the same.
No.
Yeah, that's true. What's your favorite kind of cheese?
I love cheese. Oh my God. Well, it depends
but now
what.
Your kids can't eat it, right? Because
no, they can't. Now they can't. So dairy is one thing that my son outgrew. So the dairy is back in the menu. So let's see. It really depends with cheese. Like if I'm doing a salad, I'll throw some feta cheese on it. If it's for melting, I'll do mozzarella. Like just yesterday, I posted with the fresh mozzarella sandwich melt. Oh my God, that was so good. I could talk about cheese for just like the whole hour. I eat manchego, cheddar. I buy goat cheese, brie. Have you ever had brie with like nice fig jam? Oh my God.
I've had goat cheese. Yeah, goat cheese.
Breathe.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I like how excited she gets about food.
I love it.
I love food. Like, what's there not to love? I mean, it's so good.
True.
Yeah. Well, how did you start cooking? I mean, was it something that your mother taught you or grandmother, or how did you get started cooking?
My mom is an amazing cook. Like everybody loves my mom's cook. So I didn't cook that much as a child, but when you grow up in the environment when everybody cooks, it rubs off on you. So my job mainly when I was little was to chop the vegetables. So if you see my videos, I'm an expert at onion cutting, zucchini cutting, you name it. But a lot of it I picked up already like in my 20s. I just really got into it. And I started watching tons of tutorials, reading tons of books, magazines, and just cooking and cooking and cooking, because a lot of it comes with the experience.
Right.
So you test the recipes and you see what works, what you like. Cook, like even frying, like you're not going to get it the first time. You got to go through the motions. You got to, see how food reacts with the oil. You don't burn food. It all come, the more you cook, the better you get.
Yeah.
And she's passing it along and teaching her kids.
Yeah. And that brings up another question. When you was a kid, what was one of your favorites that your mother or grandmother cooked?
Oh, my mom makes amazing meatballs.
Meatballs.
Like, if you know when they ask like what will be the last meal of your life, like if you're on death row, I'll be like, my mom's meatballs. Just bring me a big plate of
You know,
them.
I
you
haven't
have that
asked
on-
that in a good while.
That is a great
that is
one,
a
yeah.
question I usually ask. And
Do you have that recipe on your channel?
No,
Oh, you got to do that.
maybe, yeah. I'll ask
Yeah.
my mom for the exact
Yes.
instructions.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now I know Teresa and I have a recipe that we've tried to cook that our mother has made or taught us or
yes.
something, and we have trouble making it like she did. Is there something that your mother cooked that you've tried to cook, but you can't just get it perfect?
You know, none of my stuff tastes exactly like her stuff. I think like some of it comes from the chef. Like I tried, so my mom makes my friends had it. So in Ukraine they make like it's meat jelly. It's aspic. I don't know if you've ever seen it. It looks literally like a jelly stuffed with meat. So see, like I was thinking, like, should I put that on my channel, or is it a little too out there?
Oh yeah, no,
do
yeah, that would be
So
great.
I think the paleo people would love that. Because the jello comes not from gelatin, but from the gelatin in the bones. So you first slow cook like pork feet or beef feet. I get them at the Chinese market. And then you get the gelatin out of them. And then you cook it with chicken wings, which also have gelatin in them. Then you pick out the meat, and then you let the whole thing solidify. It is super delicious.
Wow.
But mine is not as good as my mom's.
Yeah,
And I don't think it ever will be.
You got to do that recipe. We're giving her recipe ideas.
Yes.
You know, she's getting ideas
Yes.
tonight. So, well, good deal. That's interesting. I always like to know how you get started cooking. What was your earliest age of your remembrance of cooking? What age were you when you first started trying to help your mother?
I remember flipping crepes at like 5 or 6 years old.
Wow, that's cool.
I also helped my grandmother make dumplings. That like from like
your favorite.
Yeah, I know.
she made some amazing dumplings.
Do you have any of those on your channel?
No. I have so many plans. I have so many plans, but you know, like it's like to bring them to fruition. It's like it takes so much time.
Right.
Yes.
But
hey, yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. My grandma, she made the dumplings with meat, with the sweet cheese, with berries, like everything.
Wow.
It's really good, and of course sour cream on top. Yeah,
sour cream on top.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that brings me to another question that I typically like to ask from time to time. So, do you have a schedule of recipes that maybe you have in line to produce?
I'm a little scatterbrained when it comes to it. It's like whatever I'm in the mood for. I do have list of my favorite ingredients that I've cooked over the years that I would love to put on my channel, but a lot of times I'll be like, ooh, I want to make lamb tonight. So we're making lamb, or like, you know, or I have guests coming over and I made the chocolate tart. So that's what's going on my channel. So
now, is everyone in agreement with you when that happens? I know a lot of times Teresa says, oh, are you going to record this when we start cooking? And I mean, I record a lot of stuff. So does everybody say, I don't record that. Let's just cook and eat? Sometimes. Because, you know, what's important to me may not be important to everybody. Yeah, I'm with you. Do you drink coffee? Yes. Yeah. How do you take your coffee? Lately, I've been drinking it black. It's actually tastes better, so surprisingly. Yeah. I went from like sweet and heavy cream to cutting out the sweet and just heavy cream, then switched to milk, now to black, and I'm like, you could actually taste the coffee.
Yeah, yes,
it's good.
Hey, matter of fact.
Oh, you want some?
Please. Thank you. Awesome. All right. Well, we've already asked about the pizza, pineapple on pizza. So do you do hamburgers and hot dogs? Oh, yeah. Well, you do hot dogs because I asked you, was it a sandwich? I like hamburgers, too. Which do you prefer? A good cheeseburger, probably, be my choice between the hamburger and the hot dog. You cook them on the stove, or do you rather have them grilled? We use our grill. Yeah. Gas grill or charcoal? We have a gas grill. We just got a new Weber actually 2 weeks ago. It's super fancy. Awesome. Wow. Are we going to see any videos of that? Hopefully. Yeah. We had our last Weber for like, it's been for 20 years. That thing is still working. It's
So we're giving that one away, and we're gonna start the new one. Maybe I'll do a grilled pineapple.
Hey, grilled pineapple pizza, maybe even, huh?
Maybe.
Thank you.
We do also
Appreciate
have a smoker. So my husband, he smokes just last week he smoked chicken and full salmon. It was amazing.
Yeah, cool. I love that.
Mhm.
You know, it just made me think about something on recipes and videos. Is there anything that you're having trouble with making videos? You're struggling with,
It's
working on?
time. Because I work full time. I have the kids. So the only time I can work on these is during the weekend. And on the weekend, you want to spend time with the kids and have fun.
Mhm.
So finding time to actually make a quality video is really hard. I don't know, like the people who put them out like every day, I have so much respect for them. I mean, it's a full-time job.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to it, isn't there?
Mhm.
Yeah. On some of your seasonings, spices, what's one of your favorites?
Oh my God, I have probably the biggest hoarding spice rack. I have everything from Indian to Thai spices to Italian seasonings. Like I use all of them.
Yeah.
Where's my favorite? I've been using a lot lately those Trader Joe mixes, like the hot pepper mix. There's another one. They had like this smoked pepper thing, like grinder, and that one is pretty good.
Yeah.
I use a lot of paprika. That seems to go with everything.
Yeah. Well, we're right at an hour. Are you able to stay a few minutes longer with us?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. All right, folks, if you've not been to Lana's channel, be sure and go check out Pinch of Cooking. Be sure and watch her videos. Stephen and Jacqueline's got her information here in the chat room. Be sure and go check her out, watch her videos, give her a thumbs up, leave her a comment, and tell her you've seen her on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. Be sure and smash that subscribe button for her, and I know she'll certainly appreciate that. Likewise, if you've not yet hit the thumbs up button on our video here, we'd ask that you do so, and we certainly appreciate that. So I want to take just a minute, and if you don't mind, and I want to pull up our do a little PSA here, public service announcement, and share our upcoming group of people that we've got lined up. If I can do this here, let me see here. All right, let me go full screen here. Of course, tonight is Lana, Pinch of Cooking. Next week, folks, we got Sean from Trinidad and What's in the Pot. And on the 27th, Kent from Daddy Dutch Barbecue is going to be with us. 4th of July, we're going to take a break. We usually do. We go some friends of ours that we go to church with. They do some barbecuing, and we always get together on the 4th of July. So we're going to go enjoy some ribs. On the 11th, I got a good friend of mine, Eric, with Cast Iron Chaos. We're going to talk cast iron. Bill with Maple Cook's going to be on the 18th. And then another good friend of mine, Big Lou Barbecue, is going to be on the 25th. Richard with Cajun Arnu Barbecue will be on August the 1st. The 8th is open, so if anybody's in the house here that would like to join in, be sure and shoot me an email. Simply Wendy's going to be on the 15th of August, so we've got the 22nd and 29th open, and so we'll be filling those soon, hopefully. So we appreciate everybody and for always joining in with us. So let's move on here. Mike has got a question for you. He says, other than your own native cuisine, which cuisine is your favorite to make and eat? Good question.
Ooh, I do love Italian food. Just, the cheeses, the pasta sauce, it's just so homey. It's so good. I cook a lot of eggplant. I do gravitate towards like the more Mediterranean foods. Just
Mediterranean,
because of the, they're so tasty.
Yeah.
But I do love other ones. Like I eat everything.
Yeah.
But cooking wise, I find myself more on the Mediterranean side.
Yeah. You were talking about your spices and your collection of spices earlier. What is some of the spiciest food you've ever eaten?
Oh my God. So for our honeymoon, me and my husband went to Thailand. And their national food is chili. They call it chili. They call the chili is Thai chocolate. And every recipe there starts with them just pouring a pound of chili in the pot. our mouth was burning the whole, and I could tolerate spice, but oh my God, there's food was spicy. It's like, and they serve it for breakfast. Like you go down to eat breakfast and they give you spice. It's lunch and spice, and like I know they're dumbing it down for the Westerners, and it's still super spicy.
That's
It
funny.
was delicious, but oh my, like our mouth was burning the whole entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I make breakfast. I make breakfast burritos and everything, and I put jalapenos in it. And I like mine onion, bell pepper. I like it a little hot, a little spicy. Huh?
Yeah, you do. I had what did I have yesterday? It was called the Cowgirl. I was at Pioneer
Bree
Woman.
Drummond's Pioneer Woman.
Oh,
over in
I
Oklahoma.
love her
The
recipes.
Mercantile. I was
Yeah.
at the
Yes.
Mercantile.
Her and a bunch of ladies from our church went over to Oklahoma to visit that place.
And it had my drink had
How was it?
cayenne. It was great.
Was
And
it?
it had my coffee had cayenne pepper in
wow.
it, so it just made your throat burn a little right here. But it was good. It was
That
really
does
good.
sound good. I've had I've had cayenne spice chocolate. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it had and it had chocolate in
Mhm,
it too.
mhm.
Yes, it was good.
You tend to like that spicy and sweet, don't you?
I do like
Cayenne and
the.
chocolate.
I do. I like the contrasting flavors.
I think I would like that. Cool. Let's see. Steve says Pioneer Woman roast is our regular rotation too. So good.
There you go. Husband does a lot of roasts.
Yeah. Who does the most cooking in the house, you or him?
I do probably the most, but he does more meat. I do more like the vegetables, the baking, and he's the grill and the smoker master and the roast. So he does cook quite a bit.
All right, I'm gonna get personal here. Is there anything that he cooks that you don't like?
Oh, I don't love the beans, and he loves the beans. So like when he makes chili, he puts like I don't know how many cans of beans, and like so I'm like
I don't like beans in mine either.
No, thank you, Teresa.
Yeah, that's
I
typical.
could eat a little beans, but not as much as him.
Yeah.
Sorry, Steve.
When you was a kid, now was there some type of food that you didn't like as a kid that you find yourself enjoying now?
Cooked vegetables.
Cooked
God. Oh my, I couldn't even look at them. And now I eat them like every day.
Yeah.
I'm like, what was I thinking? Like, why didn't I like them? They're so good.
Yeah. Now, when you was a child, did you on the bread, did you peel the crust off and just eat the middle, or did you eat the crust too?
I ate the whole thing.
With some of that special butter too, right?
Exactly. Bread and butter.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Cool.
I still put butter on my bread.
What kind of weird food combination have you found yourself enjoying?
I don't know. I mean, like, I'll literally eat anything.
Well, I mean, mine, I guess it's really not that weird, but I like to make peanut butter and jelly and honey. And what else do I put in there? Karo syrup sometimes. I don't know. Mix it all up together and put it on toast. That's just killer. I love it.
I do. I like pairing up a lot of, like, let's say if I make a salad, I'll always throw in like something sweet or something crunchy in there. So like I'll throw sweet cranberries or apple slices or just mix it up. But your sandwich sounds good. I wouldn't call it weird.
Well, Elvis, he had a sandwich that everybody seemed to love. We made that. I did a video about that, but yeah, it's banana and bacon. And, awesome. Cool. Elvis special. But anyway, let's see. What did I miss out here, Teresa? I think I've asked her all that pretty much. But on your, not spices, but your sauces, what's your favorite sauce? Mustard, ketchup, mayonnaise, blue cheese, marinara? I mean,
I use a lot of marinara in my cooking. I use it like almost like a spice. I toss in marinara and a little bit into soups. I would toss it with the pasta. I toss it when I fry vegetables. Lately, so between the mayo, mustard, and ketchup, I would say mayo is the least favorite. Ketchup and the mustard is close, depending what I'm eating. If it's French fries, I'll dip it in the ketchup.
Yeah.
That's that for her chicken nuggets.
Chicken
her
nuggets.
Her kids
You
and
know,
her chicken.
they don't dip them. They just eat
They
them
don't.
straight
Oh,
up.
Really?
Just chicken
Oh,
nuggets straight up.
wow.
Yeah. No honey mustard, no barbecue sauce.
Nope.
No?
They do like barbecue sauce.
Yeah.
So they do pour that on that plate quite a bit with dinners.
Tater tots, French fries, or onion rings?
No onion rings. I don't love they're okay. But I do like good French fry.
Yeah. You make them homemade?
Yes, I do. I bake them. I sometimes fry them, but mostly bake them.
Well, I seen one of your videos where you boiled your potatoes a little bit and then took them out and strained them and baked them crisp. That looked pretty neat.
That's a very popular recipe among my friends. They all have shared it, made it, and everybody's very happy with that one.
Do you prefer skin on or skin off?
I like skin on. I think my kids want skin off.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No compromise there, huh?
Sometimes.
Awesome. Did I miss one? Ian Good, yes, popped in the house. So good to see Ian. That's another friend of ours over in Kentucky. I think. Let's see. What else did I miss? Where are we at? Okay. Is there some type of food that you have never tried that you would like to try?
Oh boy. I can't even think of it. I mean, like, I have tried fried bugs in Thailand. I mean, like, there's literally I'll try anything once.
Several countries, she said.
Yeah.
What have I not tried? There's maybe like some cuisines like I haven't tried yet, around the world that I would love to try. But for the most part, maybe my husband can think of what we have not tried, but we've tried it all.
Yeah.
If it comes, I'll try anything once.
Yeah. Ian says, you ever tried octopus?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
The small ones and the big ones. I went to a restaurant in Kansas City, and when I ordered octopus appetizer, I thought I'm gonna get those little baby octopus, and it was literally like a giant tentacle.
Wow.
And I'm like, oh my goodness. But it was delicious.
Yeah.
It was Lydia Bastianich restaurant. Do you know her?
Mm-mm.
Lydia Bastianich. She's one of those famous Italian chefs from the Food Network.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess
And so that was surprisingly tasty.
Yeah. Dan's Outdoors popped in, our friend Dan. So good to see Dan with us. Did I miss anybody else there? No?
I think that's it.
Okay. Let's see. Did I ask that one already?
Yes, you just asked that.
Well, we know she's got pets. She's got a dog. So, all right.
Oh, God.
Yeah,
yes,
let
I
her
do
tell
have
about
a
a
dog.
dog.
Yeah, can you tell us a little bit about Loki?
Loki, he's sleeping right on the desk. Come here, buddy. All right, come here. He's a fan favorite. Oh, there we go. So
Gorgeous.
Loki, is our COVID baby. We adopted him back last March, and he's a very sweet mutt.
He's adorable.
So here he was born in Louisiana. They ship all the strays from south to northeast. So we went to a shelter and got him, and he's been a very nice addition to our family. Very well behaved, very sweet, mild tempered. He's good.
Yeah.
He's
So-
adorable.
I think we might have got a few strays from down south.
Yes, we did.
Oh, never mind. That's not dogs, though, right? I apologize, Lord. I apologize. Now, we often, like at church functions or community functions or things like that, we tend to take a potluck, what we call a potluck recipe or whatever, which is normally our favorite, whatever we're really good at cooking or whatever. If you were going to a potluck, what would you take?
I always bring dessert because not too many people make a home dessert. So the one that I always get super rave results is I make raspberry bars. They're my channel, and it has never failed Like I put them on a table and I don't tell anybody that I brought them, and people are going to be walking around asking who made it. I want the recipe.
Yeah. Cool.
And I've made it. I used to make it with regular flour before we went gluten-free, and they were great. And I switched to gluten-free flour, and they're still great. And people just like one was like winning recipes.
Yeah.
Good.
The dude says, have you ever tried Vegemite?
Vegemite. That sounds familiar. What is Vegemite?
I have no idea.
I guess the answer is no. I have not tried
That's
Vegemite.
between him and Patrick, and another one of our cook friends from the UK that likes Marmite. One of them likes Marmite, and the other one likes Vegemite. So, I don't know. I think it's kind of like a spread. I guess it's kind of like a peanut butter spread or Nutella or whatever spread, something similar. I've not ever tried it. I personally, but so I don't know.
There we go.
Ian Good says midnight snack, salty or sweet.
I'm more of a salty snack person.
Yeah, cool. You got any pet peeves?
Pet peeves, not too many, but lately, like I find a little irky how like people just random, not on the cooking channels, but just randomly leave negative comments, and I'm like, there's no need for that.
No.
Like, there's no reason to be unkind.
No.
Right.
And it doesn't cost, the kindness doesn't cost anything, but sometimes your negative comment can really ruin somebody's day. Like,
That's right.
Yeah.
so that's like the only thing that's, lately I noticed, like, but cooking channels, for the most part, everybody's super nice and supportive. I think we're in that last little corner of the internet universe where people are still nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a pretty amazing community, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We've met some really good friends. A bunch of them are here tonight. We've made a lot of good friends we personally text each other and message each other, send each other messages through email and different things, talk on the phone from time to time. And really, really a great group of people. I much prefer YouTube over any other social media platform there is. And, I always ask this question of my guest. Is there anything in particular that no one knows about you or would ever believe or suspect possibly?
Well, my friends know everything about me, but so let's see. I think one of the things that people are surprised to find out, I'm in my 8th year of doing CrossFit. And
8 year CrossFit.
8 year CrossFit. And I'm very not naturally athletic. So people are like, oh, I never played sports as a kid, but CrossFit kind of stuck with me. It's for those of you who don't know, it's a combination of like interval training, high intensity interval training, and Olympic weightlifting. So it's kind of intense. But I went there 8 years ago, and ever since then, our son's fun negative comments a sign of success. What?
Yeah. On videos, when you get negative comments, that means
that's right.
That's a sign of success. That's true.
Yes, that's right. When I got my first comment, my son's comment was, "Yes, we made it."
That's
great.
So how old is he now?
So I have it. The oldest one is 12, and the youngest one is 10.
The youngest one's 10 and 12. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Fun age.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's interesting. What did you want to be when you were a child?
Oh my God. I think I wanted to be a marine biologist. And that was until I took science and realized that this brain was not meant for science.
Yeah. What intrigued you about marine biology?
I just really like the whole concept of ocean and diving and learning about marine life. Like that seemed to be like a good path as a kid.
Yeah. Mike, I hit the wrong one there. Mike cleared this up, says Vegemite is a thick, dark brown Australian food spread.
Is it sweet or savory?
I don't think I've ever heard them say it's sweet.
They battle back and forth which one's the best. But
yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sure. But you have any hobbies?
Oh my God, do I have hobbies? I'm one of those like hobby addicts. I usually go through like hobby every year. So I crochet, I paint. When you posted, I sometimes forget like the skills I have. When you posted that chainmail cleaner for the cast iron, I'm like, wait, I know how to make chainmail.
Yeah.
So I went through a big kick, like for many years, probably for 10 years, I was making decorated cakes. So like, there's a short on my channel when I made like a 3D dragon. Like, so I got really, really good at that. What else do I do? Oh my goodness. To say crochet. So I guess YouTube right now is a hobby, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Certainly is. Sometimes it's a full-time job. It seems like trying to stay on top of everything.
Exactly.
Yeah, with
But
the
yeah, like,
kids and a
Yeah.
husband
And a
and
job.
dog and a
but
job.
I do love like the artsy, crafty hobbies.
Yeah. Do you have any goals for your channel,
Long term,
or even
I
short
guess
term?
to keep growing. So my next step, I think I should start a blog. I see a lot of people do that. That brings like, it makes the channel more of a presence on the internet, and it brings more. I've seen some people do really, really nice blogs, but I haven't figured out how to do that yet. So that's going to be another deep dive into the mechanics of that.
Yeah.
What else? I'm doing, like every week I try to add a new skill on. So like last week was I figured out how to do the microphone into the laptop. So I guess when I get a little bit more time, I'll figure out how to do the blog.
Yeah.
Plus with blog, you could put commercials on it too,
Yeah.
like the affiliate marketing.
Right. Yeah. Are you looking to monetize then your YouTube channel when you get to the qualification requirements?
Probably, but from what I understand is like there's not that much money into it. It's more of the things that people do on the side of YouTube channel. Like the affiliate marketing, the selling of the stuff,
sponsorships and things.
So, but my channel is not quite there yet. So we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah. Are you doing okay on watch hours?
So I'm at 2,500. So it's okay.
Yeah.
It's decent.
Yeah. When did you say you started? Right before COVID?
Right after. So I think end of April, maybe beginning of May.
She's doing great.
Yeah, that's
doing
real good.
great.
So
yeah, so good deal. What type of music are you into?
Oh my God, I listen to a lot of stuff. Mostly rock, maybe alternative rock. Some of the old stuff like Johnny Cash.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to think like what my station's on set up. Right before COVID, me and my son, we went to see Billy Joel.
Wow. Wow.
Cool.
And I think we probably caught his last concert before the COVID, and I don't know if he's going to perform again. So we went to Madison Square Garden, and right in the middle of his performance, oh my God, Bon Jovi came out, and he did two songs with him.
Wow.
So it was so exciting.
Yeah, that's cool. That is really cool. What do you like to do on your days off?
We do spend a lot of time outdoors, so we're big into hiking. We in the summer at least once we usually go camping. We go biking with the kids. Like to be outside, enjoying nature.
On your vacations, do you prefer going to the mountains, to the beach, or just camping, or to the ocean? Beach.
Everything. So like the last vacation, me and my husband, we did 5-day hike in Peru.
Wow, cool.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I bet it was.
Some of the best food we ever had in our life, hands down. Peru food is like on another level. Like never had anything even close to that.
Wow, that blows my other question out. I was going to say, what was your favorite vacation?
We did some really good. I would say it's a close one between Thailand and Peru. Those are the two, like just such amazing cultural and nature experiences.
Yeah. What's one experience you remember right off the top of your head from Taiwan? I mean,
Thailand.
Not Taiwan, Thailand, yeah.
Probably their islands. Have you ever seen the movie The Beach with Leonardo DiCaprio? Like the scenery, the nature there on the beaches, it literally looks like from another planet. It's just like you can't believe that this is real. It's so beautiful.
Wow, that's cool. Have you ever cried because you were so happy?
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah. Okay.
I do cry when I watch movies.
Yeah, Teresa does too. I see her crying all the time.
Kids.
Yeah,
She's cried.
Oh, the kids made me so much more emotional. Oh my God.
Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite holiday?
Probably Thanksgiving. My mom puts out a really good Thanksgiving. My family comes from like all over the country for it. So we have a really nice big spread and everybody brings like their favorite dishes. So it's really nice.
Good.
Now, is your mom and most of your family, are they here in America? Or are they
Yes,
still? Okay.
yes. I'm lucky to have most of my family here. Now, over the years we've been in the country for about 30 years. So over the years we have spread out. I have my sisters in California, we have people in other states, but we do try to come together.
Yeah. Well, I know you were born in Ukraine, but you grew up in Brooklyn, but what is it? Okay, I'll get it in just a minute. What is one thing about America that you really are proud of or enjoy?
Let's see. There's so many good things here. So let's see. So coming from Ukraine, the things that I really, really appreciate is that you can become anybody here, no matter where you start. You could come here with like $1 in your pocket and become a CEO of a company.
Mm-hmm.
That kind of, that just doesn't happen around the world.
Mm-hmm.
What else? The freedom of speech is pretty impressive. Inclusivity of so many cultures. There's just so many good things here. I mean, like, I'm very proud to be an American.
Wow. That's
I mean,
good.
I live in a very nice town where all the families, they help each other.
Mm-hmm.
The kindness. There's just so many good things. Like, the list just goes on and on.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you most grateful for in life?
Oh my God, probably my family. I have my family here. My parents are doing well. My grandparents are still alive.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
My kids, everybody's healthy. Women's knock on wood.
Yeah.
And we're just blessed in every way
Yeah.
you could think of.
Yeah. Cool. If you were to win the lottery, what would you do with the earnings?
Pay off my mortgage. Give some to donations, of course. And then maybe just, work less and enjoy life more.
Yeah.
Because there's just so many fun things to do in life that, work kind of gets in the way.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Looks like Grumpus has popped in with us. Grumpus on fire. It's good to have you with us. So, folks, once again, if you haven't been over to Lana's channel, be sure and go check out Pinch of Cooking. Be sure and watch her videos. Give her a thumbs up. Leave her a comment. Tell her you've seen her on Mr. Cast Iron's channel. And if you're not yet subscribed, be sure and do so. If you've not yet hit the thumbs up button on our channel, we'd ask that you do so on this video, and we appreciate that. We're going to get ready and wind down. We've kept her already an hour and a half, so I've got a couple more quick questions before we go, if you don't mind.
Of course.
I always ask that, and that's always inspiring to me to hear people what they're most grateful for. Mm-hmm. And we've got so much to be thankful for here in this country, that's for sure. 4th of July is coming up. It's our independence that we celebrate. And, of course, we're going to take a break on this channel. It falls, what is it? Oh, it's Billy, yeah. Billy, I'm listening on the TV on the back porch cooking dinner for Rhonda and the kids. Hey, y'all, good to see you, Billy. Billy's a good friend of ours down in Louisiana, another cast iron cook. But anyway, we have a lot to be proud of here in America, and we
Absolutely.
are blessed. You said it all. We are blessed in this country, and if you've ever been out of this country, which I know you've traveled extensively, but if you see how it is in other places, I mean, it's certainly different. That's for sure.
Right.
But
they don't call this land of opportunity for nothing.
That's true. Very true. If you were arrested with no explanation, what would your friends or family assume you had done?
Oh my goodness, I'm such a goody two shoes. They're probably gonna think they got the wrong person.
That was great. Perfect answer.
I don't think we've ever had that one before.
I think I believe that.
Yeah, that's true. Very good person. No doubt about it.
And her kids are watching, and her husband.
Yeah, that's funny.
I don't think I've ever done anything that's even close.
I believe that.
Talking about your friends, how would your friends describe you?
As kind, somebody who they can rely on to listen to them. Everybody calls me always for advice and, problems.
Yeah.
So I love my friends too. If you're listening, hi.
Yeah,
I have the best friends in the world.
that's great. Well, we're going to get ready and call this. It's been an hour and a half. We certainly appreciate your time and coming on and letting us get to know you a little bit better. But before we go, is there anything that you would like to say to all the folks in the chat room or to your subscribers before we go?
So I'm going to say thank you, all of you, for support, for the love that it showed. And this goes for the YouTube community and for my subscribers who are cooking my dishes. Thank you. Love you all.
Awesome. How can we follow you, or how can everyone follow you?
So I'm on Instagram. I think we're friends on Instagram. We are YouTube. I recently started a TikTok account, but I'm not really active in it. I still haven't figured it out yet.
Okay.
I'm not too much on Facebook. And I do post on Reddit, but I don't know how you follow people on Reddit.
Yeah.
So I think Instagram is the best place to actually, because you could send messages. And YouTube, of course.
Yeah. Good deal. Well, that's awesome. Well, we certainly appreciate it. So we're going to go ahead and sign off. Folks in the chat room, we appreciate each and every one of you guys, and we look forward to hopefully seeing you next week. We're going to have Sean with What's in the Pot, and so we're looking forward to that. And we certainly appreciate Miss Lana and Pinch of Cooking tonight. So you guys have a great night. We'll see you later. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.